The 10-year-old India Opal Baloney moves to Miami, Florida with her father. She doesn't know what to expect, least of all that she'll adopt Winn Dixie, a dog she names after the supermarket where they meet. With such an unusually friendly dog at her side, Opal soon finds herself making more than a few unusual friends. And soon, Opal and her father realize, with a little help from Winn Dixie, of course, that while they both tasted a bit of melancholy in their lives, they still have a whole lot to be thankful for.
Scene 1, Winn Dixie grocery store. Action. When we moved to Miami, Florida, is the preacher and me. Only sometimes it seems like it's me alone. He's always busy. And then one morning, the preacher sent me to the Winn Dixie grocery store to get a box of macaroni and cheese, white rice, and 2 tomatoes. Suddenly, there was a big commotion in one of the aisles.
A huge dog was running full speed through the store.
Who let this dog in here? Who let this dirty dog in here?
An attorney staff in the grocery store is chasing it.
There, in the produce section, my whole life changed.
Somebody grab that dog!
The dog stops and smiles at Opal. Opal smiles back. They know they were meant for each other.
Please, somebody grab that dog!
Wait! That's my dog. Here, boy. Come on. Winn Dixie.
Who names their dog Winn Dixie?
Me. Come here, boy. I hope you like the new name, boy. You're a mess. Let's get you cleaned up and see what the preacher has to say about you. Scene 2, the sheriff park. Action.
Opal and Winn Dixie walk home to Opal's trailer.
You'll see, Winn Dixie. My daddy is a good man, but I call him preacher because he's always preaching, thinking about preaching, or writing sermons. So it's hard for me to think of him as daddy.
As they were walking, Winn Dixie looked up at Opal. He was ugly and he stank, but already Opal loved him.
Opal and Winn Dixie arrived at Opal's trailer. They find the preacher hunched over his desk writing a sermon.
Daddy, you know how you're always telling me we have to help out those less fortunate? Well, I got a dog who's really a mess. He needs me, and I want to keep him. You can't keep this dog up, and we've talked about this before. The preacher looks hard at Winn Dixie, who looks right back at him. When Dixie walks over and puts his head right on the preacher's lap, the preacher starts scratching his head.
Well, he is the less fortunate if I've ever seen one. Guess you've got a new home, boy.
Later, Opal talks to Winn Dixie.
My mama left when I was 3. Daddy doesn't like talking about her. Think I should keep asking him?
Winn Dixie looks at her, almost nodding.
Well, I'll think about it.
At bedtime, the preacher comes into Opal's room.
Daddy, can you tell me about Mama? I don't need to know a lot, just a few things.
Oh, boy, it's time for bed.
I think you should tell me 10 things. One thing a year, how old are you?
Okay, get tempted and I'll tell you. I've kept this safe so I can tell you someday. 1, your mama was funny. She could make anyone laugh. 2, she had red hair and freckles. She looked just like you. 3, she liked to plant things. She had a talent for it. 4, she could run fast. She would beat anyone she raced. 5, she couldn't cook. She burned everything, including water. 6, she loved a good story. She could listen to stories all day long. 7, she knew all the constellations. She never got tired of looking up at the sky. 8, she hated being the preacher's wife. 9, she drank beer, she drank whiskey, she drank wine. Sometimes she couldn't stop. That made us fight a lot. 10, your mama loved you very much. Go back to 2.
On Sunday morning, Opal and the preacher bring Winn Dixie to church. They tied him up outside.
All of a sudden, while the preacher was delivering his sermon, they heard howls.
Welcome, friends. Opal, go get that dog.
Yes, sir.
Suddenly, a mouse runs by. Winn Dixie leaps up and chases the mouse all around the church.
The crowd goes wild, laughing and cheering. Winn Dixie, come here.
Winn Dixie finally catches the mouse and brings it to the preacher's feet.
Let us pray for this mouse.
On the street the next day, Winn Dixie runs up some steps to a building.
Winn Dixie, you can't go in there. That's a library. Opal peers through the window. Winn Dixie, you wait here.
Opal goes in. Winn Dixie stands up on his hind legs, looking in.
Miss Franny Block, the librarian, has fallen asleep at her desk. Opal tiptoes by and starts looking at the books.
Ah, he's back, the bear! Oh no, Miss Franny, that's no bear, that's my dog.
Oh, you must think I'm a silly old thing. I had a bad experience with a bear coming into the library a long time ago.
A bear came into the library?
Oh yes, it's a very long story.
I like long stories, but can Winn Dixie come listen too? He gets lonely without me.
I usually don't let dogs into the library, but I suppose that's alright.
Miss Franny tells the story of the bear who came into the library and stole a book.
I know, I like in those days, all my friends are coming down. What now? That dog is smiling at me.
It's a talent of his. Well, Miss Franny, I have a great idea. We could all be friends.
That'd be grand, just grand.
Just then, the door opens and in walks Amanda Wilkinson.
I finished this book already. Do you ever heard a book for an advanced reader like me? Are dogs even allowed in the library? Only special dogs.
Scene 5, the pet store. Action.
Opal wants to buy Winn Dixie a collar, so they go to the local pet store. The close sign is still on the door, but when Opal pushes, it opens.
Ding ding.
Otis the clerk is playing his guitar. Gertrude sits on one of the boxes.
The animals are out of their cages. They're quiet and mesmerized by his playing.
Otis sees Opal and stops playing. Suddenly, the animals go wild.
Stop! Opie, there's somebody play guitar again.
He does, and they quiet down. Opal puts them back in their cages.
Music makes them happy. I take them out all the time because they don't like being locked up in their cages.
I need to buy this car. I need to buy this car on leash, but I don't have enough money. Could I work here sweeping and cleaning up to help pay for them?
I think that would be a great idea, Opal.
The door opens and Winn Dixie comes walking in. Gertrude squawks,
Stop!
then flies and lands on Winn Dixie's head.
Stop! Stop!
I guess if Gertrude Gertrude likes you. You two can come anytime.
Opal and Winn Dixie head outside, almost crashing into a little girl.
Is that bird sitting on that dog's head? Yep. Hi, I'm Opal, and this is my dog, Winn Dixie. Hi, I'm Sweetlight. Do you want to come to my birthday? It's in September, and the theme is pink. This dog can come too. Sure, we'd love to.
Walking home, Opal was very happy. She had a new friend, a job, and an invitation to a party. And of course, she had Winn Dixie. Life wasn't so lonely after all.
Scene 6. Blurry Princess. Action.
Opal is riding her bike. Winn Dixie is riding along beside her. Stevie and Dunlap Dewberry, two boys about her own age, are riding behind her.
Better watch out, that dog has a right for the witches.
Winn Dixie races ahead of her. He hops to get and goes into the most overgrown jungle of air that Opal's ever
Better go
seen.
get your dog out there. The witch will your dog.
Be quiet, you bald-headed babies.
Opal follows Winn Dixie into the yard and bumps right into a woman.
Go tell the preacher what happened to you.
Winn Dixie, where are you? This sure is one hungry dog. He nearly ate my hand, stealing my sandwich. I'm sorry about that. I'm Opal, and this is Winn Dixie. My name's Huh, ain't that a terrible last name? Dumb? My last name's Baloney. I'm a kid at school called Lunch Meat. Pleased to meet you, Lunch Meat. Don't figure you'd like to join me for lunch. Winn Dixie. Sure, can Dixie come too? Well, Opal, the first thing you should know about me is my eyes ain't too good, so I gotta rely on my heart. Why don't you tell me a few things about yourself so I can see you with my heart? Well, the first thing you should know is I don't have a mama. Something needed to go away, and I don't know what it was.
Gloria eats her sandwich and Opal goes on talking and on and on and on.
My lord, girl, you sure can talk. I feel like I can see you now. I sure like your garden. Can I come back tomorrow to look at it? Not much will have changed by then. I want to see you too. Opal comes back to Gloria's house daily to read her Gone with the Wind. They become great friends.
Guys, get ready for the show.
Scene 7, the trailer. Action.
One night there was a thunderstorm. Winn Dixie is terrified.
He races around the house and knocks the preacher to the ground.
Dixie, what is wrong with you? Sorry, Daddy, I don't know what's going on. He doesn't seem like the normal one, Dixie.
The preacher gets up and sits Opal down with him on the couch.
The storm won't last long, and when it is over, the real Winn Dixie will come back.
But we get lots of storms in the summer.
You have to make sure he doesn't get out during one. He might run away. You have to make sure to keep him safe.
Opal and Winn Dixie spend the days together. They visit Miss Franny most days and Aunt Joseph, listens to stories, and picks up books. Miss Franny tells them a story about her great-grandpa, Litmus Block. Yes, ma'am. This candy is sweet and sorrowful. When Litmus returned from the war, his home was burned, all his family dead. Just his candy factory is left. Here, try these.
I could taste the sadness in it.
Me too. That means you two must have seen some sorrow in your life.
Opal and Winn-Dixie visit Otis at the pet store. Most days they come early to hear Otis play. Sweetie Pie comes in for the concerts too.
I sure wish my mom would let me get a pet. A dog, just like Winn Dixie.
The next day, Opal and Gloria talk about the preacher.
Everyone seems sad. I think they're lonely.
Just like them do, boy, that's friends with them.
It makes me sad. I want to help, but I don't know what to do about it. Actually, I do know. We can throw a party right here in your yard. We can invite everyone we know.
Gloria makes an invitation. Opal invites Otis, Miss Franny, Sweetie Pie Thomas, Amanda, even Stephen Dunlap Dewberry. Finally, Opal asks the preacher if he wants to come.
I don't think so, Opal. I have a lot of work to do.
Scene 9, the party. Action.
Gloria and Opal turn Gloria's overgrown yard into a capital of fairyland. The table is set with peanut butter sandwiches, egg salad sandwiches, pickles, dog biscuits, litmus candy, and dump punch.
As guests arrive, Winn Dixie stands in the middle of everybody waving his tail. The last guest to arrive was the preacher. Everyone was being introduced to everybody else.
I brought pickles.
I brought dog pictures.
I see that. How lovely.
But then there's a rumble of thunder. Suddenly, rain pours down.
Save the sandwiches.
Save the dog picture.
I'll grab them. Save the dog biscuits and pickles.
Everyone runs inside.
I think so. Wait, where's Winn Dixie? He's scared of thunderstorms, and I let him get away. Poor Winn Dixie. Let's all hope for.
Everyone searches for Winn-Dixie.
Opal, we searched for hours. There's only so much looking we can do.
You're going to give up. You always do. I bet you didn't go out looking for Mama when she left.
I couldn't stop her. I tried. Losing Winn Dixie upsets me as it does you. I love that dog.
I know it, Daddy.
They walk back together to Gloria's house to be with their friends.
Otis starts playing his guitar. There's a soft sound like howling.
Winn Dixie.
When Dixie crawls up from under a chair.
Everyone cheers. The preacher leads a song. Otis plays along.
Mama, I know you may never come back. My heart's not empty anymore. It's full all the way up. I've got all sorts of friends. I've got Winn Dixie, and most of all, I've got my daddy.